Can we just give Tom Brady the MVP right now? Because 5 touchdown passes against Atlanta on Sunday. He now has 9 this season, 1 for each decade he's been alive. Last year, he was nasty, winning a Super Bowl, but that was more about real life than fantasy. But does this hot start for TB12 mean that he's once again fantasy elite?
He's a very good fantasy quarterback. I will say, it came against Dallas and Atlanta. 2 good matchups. So I don't think he's going to average or continue to just roll with the 30 DraftKings points per game that he's getting right now. Tough road matchup against the Rams next week. We're going to learn a lot. This game's a pick 'em. I kind of lean to the Bucs a little bit more polished, carrying all that momentum from the Super Bowl, bringing everybody back, where the Rams have a couple of good wins, but it was a dicey one in Indy, and they kind of have new pieces that they're gelling together there. But just as it pertains to Brady as a fantasy quarterback, it looks like the Bucs offense is clicking. They don't lean on much of a run game. They really throw the ball. They have 1 million targets, many of them that Brady's very familiar with already. So, I don't see why Brady's not going to be pretty much an every week consideration as a guy that can get you 30-plus fantasy points.
Yeah, Reid, do you agree with that? An every week consideration, you got to do it with TB12?
Yeah, he threw the ball 11.3 yards down the field. He was always looking at the first down marker. The big thing on Brady last year, especially at this time, was that he couldn't pass deep. And that was, towards the end of the season, that was disputed, or that was downplayed very, very quickly by what he was doing in the passing game, especially when Antonio Brown came to town. But the one thing that I do think that keeps him fantasy viable outside of what Julian was saying about his receivers is this secondary. And I tweeted it out. The secondary is going to be a liability